Creative 2.0 is officially out everywhere, and today I'm going to be giving you everything you need to know and why it's Fortnite's biggest update ever. Let's get it. What's up everyone, Mystic9 here, back with arguably the biggest video I've ever made. Today we'll be discussing how groundbreaking Epic's announcement of Creative 2.0 really is, and all the features it holds, and of course what it means for the future of Fortnite. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, so just to preface, I am recording this video 2 days after the announcement, which was on Wednesday, March 22nd. So Fortnite went live to unveil their newest project to the public, Creative 2.0 aka UEFN. In case you don't know what UEFN stands for, I wanted to make sure you all knew what it meant. So to kick things off, UEFN stands for Unreal Editor in Fortnite. It's a new PC application for designing, developing, and publishing games and experiences directly into Fortnite. This program works side by side with the already existing creative toolset to bring creators a whole new plethora of tools they can use to build super crazy projects. During the announcement, there were 3 very cool demos that showed off exactly what UEFN can do. I've got some gameplay in the background showing these demos while I talk about it. First one is Deserted, aka Domination. It's basically a remake of the Call of Duty Domination game mode, which we all know and love. It allows selection between multiple classes, and it's a much quicker and more strategic shooter experience. I've got to be honest, I've played a couple remakes of this when Creative 1.0 was out, and this is going to be much better than the Creative 1.0 experience. And we'll get into some features later, but that's where I'll leave it. The second demo was Forest Guardian. This is where the graphics are truly shown off, and it shows how beautiful and breathtaking the graphics really are and what UEFN can really do. I gotta tell you, this just kind of showcases the true customization of UEFN, and it truly shows that the sky is the limit. You can follow an ancient dragon through a beautiful forest and fight off various waves of enemies using only a melee weapon to satisfy the dragon watching. Overall, this is just a really good experience. I actually haven't gotten to play it myself, but I look forward to playing it on stream later today. Now, the third demo is the space inside. This is how intensely you can control and create with UEFN. This is what this kind of shows off. You get some short cutscenes and a first-person perspective, which these were not available in Creative 1.0. I just want to emphasize that point because with the introduction of Creative 2.0, they've introduced the ability to allow creators to have cutscenes in their maps and really unleash a whole new type of customization. Also, just to kind of explain what the map is, it's basically a series of small escape rooms, and you have to solve a series of puzzles. Now, to check out all these maps and the other 3 maps I didn't mention in this video, there was 3 maps that got unveiled during the live stream. There was 3 more that got released when Creative 2.0 first went live, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave those codes in the description as well. But anyway, these demos were amazing, and I can't wait to see what Epic and other creators release next. Now, this entire announcement is so groundbreaking because it's going to give even more control to the players, and it's going to allow people to pretty much create whatever the heck they want. The sky is the limit for something like this, and I'm so excited to see what people begin to create from it. By the way, all this info I'm pulling from various sources used in this video will be linked down below. Now that you know what UEFN is all about, let's hop into some features. Some of the features that are being shipped with UEFN contain some things we've never seen before in any other engine out there. Let me remind you that this is just a beta, but all these tools that are being shipped with the beta include the ability to import meshes, textures, and animations and audio, use Niagara to create VFX effects, and the list goes on. That list is on screen now, so you can check out and read all those if you want to know more. But I'm going to be honest, I don't really know exactly what all this means, but I do know that these features alone are going to break the barriers of everything we thought was possible inside a video. UEFN is going to take Fortnite to the next level and truly make Fortnite on a whole other level compared to every other title out. Now, the major difference between UEFN and the Unreal Engine is that UEFN uses the creation tools from Fortnite Creative known as devices as the primary building blocks for authoring game mechanics, and these devices can be tandem with a new programming language called Verse. This is absolutely insane, and this is why we have to be patient with creators as they're learning everything that UEFN can truly. We may not have everything we want now, but with time, Creators are going to be able to figure this thing out and deliver some things we've never seen before. To go along with this insane launch of UEFN, Tim Sweeney, as we all know, the CEO of Epic Games, icon in Fortnite, announced some huge numbers that Fortnite has produced and announced the launch of Creator Economy 2.0. Before I get to the number side of things, though, I want to take a moment to explain Creator Economy 2.0. Now, everything this feature has to offer is mainly for people who create new islands using UEFN and really take advantage of all the creative features it has to offer. Fortnite island creators who take advantage of these features will get an opportunity to earn money based on how much engagement their published content receives. This is huge news, and actually I'm going to get to a piece of information later that kind of ties back in with this point. But just the fact that Fortnite is catering towards Creative 2.0 and UEFN and everything it has to offer, they're really pushing the envelope and showing that this truly is the future and that they're invested in creators, and they want creators to succeed in this new world of creation. And I'm super excited about that, and I can't wait to talk more about that later. Additionally, Epic pledged that 40% of the game's net revenues would be put back into a pool for creators. And again, this is significant because you're talking 40% of the entire net revenue from Battle Royale and Creative combined will go back to creators creating these awesome maps. This feature is going to shake a lot of things up, and it excites me for the future, which I'll cover towards the end of this video. First, though, I do have to cover some issues with UEFN currently. Now, UEFN is the greatest thing to ever happen in Fortnite, but it does have a few hiccups. One of the big conversations looming around is the current issue with the creative memory limits. This has already hindered creators being able to push things that were already complete, so they had to cut back on some of the assets, essentially deliver an unfinished product. This is an unfortunate effect from the release of UEFN, and Tim Sweeney actually dives into this issue a bit in this clip.
Download size limit, we could make that number whatever we want, but the problem is the larger the number, the more likely people are to give up on the loading and abort out of it, and perhaps even give up on UEFN islands entirely if they if they think that you're just going to end up sitting there with their squad waiting around for 10 minutes for something to install. That they'll work against the acceptance of the whole thing. It's just like a web page. How many seconds are you willing to wait for a web page to load before
Not long,
you
probably.
go somewhere else, right? Yeah,
Mm.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of these trade-offs are just kind of practical. It's not like Epic trying to be miserly about the storage size. It's really just trying to make sure that we have load times that players can count on being reasonable.
As Tim noted in this clip, Epic doesn't want people to have to wait more than 1 minute to get into a creative experience. So that's the reasoning behind the current limit. This limit will most likely increase as the technology begins to increase in the future. Another issue is Fortnite map recreations. Now this involves the current news and actually the current playable OG map, which you should be seeing gameplay of that in the background throughout this video. This was created by a Fortnite creative team called Atlas, and Fortnite actually spoke out on a couple issues they have with creators recreating older Fortnite maps. This issue is talked about in a Q&A that I'll get to later, but to sum it up, this is a big copyright issue because ultimately Fortnite owns these maps. It would be a poor business model to allow creators to recreate something that belongs to Fortnite to make money off of it. This comes with a recent announcement by Epic Games in a blog post where they reinforce the fact that any form of copyright goes against Epic's TO. This includes OG map remakes, with the exception of the Chapter 1 map. This is very important information, but does unfortunately mean that we won't be getting recreations of the other chapters. Now, with this exception, yes, people can make recreations of the Chapter 1 map just to kind of allow people to experience that nostalgia, and because people were really looking forward to this, so Epic didn't really want to take that away. Creators that make these maps, though, and spend all the time putting it together won't be making any money off of it. And fair enough, right? Because that's just like me if I created my own thing and then someone else basically recreated the same thing and made more money or was more successful than I was. That's not really fair because I made it first and I was the first person to implement. So some other miscellaneous issues going on with the release of UEFN was that the Discovery tab didn't really get updated in game. So Tim Sweeney actually spoke on this a bit during the Q&A, that it will definitely be cleaned up, and that there was already supposed to be a search bar for where you can search for certain map creators. It just hasn't been published. So when Fortnite Creative 2.0 UEFN first dropped, it was kind of cluttered like the Discovery tab has been the last several months. Like, it was kind of hard to find the new maps. So I think they intend to split these sections up and then also allow for players to search for the team that they want, and then be able to play the maps that that team made specifically. Another feature that's being worked on is allowing players to see how many players are playing on each individual creative map experience. This will be very beneficial when deciding what to play and just kind of seeing how each map is doing. And this will also give the creator some statistics and knowledge of how much engagement their map is getting. So, the big question, what does all this mean for the future of Fortnite? Well, luckily I was able to watch an amazing Q&A that was hosted by Epic Games, where 3 amazing creators joined them, Cypher PK, Lachlan, and Ali A, and asked Tim Sweeney and Sax Person questions about UEFN and just the overall direction Fortnite is heading in. Now, the release of UEFN doesn't mean Battle Royale is eventually going to die or anything of that nature. As a matter of fact, that question was asked by Ali A in the interview, and here's what Tim had to say.
Just love what the team's done.
It's fascinating in like inside Epic, if you had asked that question of the Battle Royale team, I think it would just laugh, like going like, what? why would there be an end to this? Like, it's like saying like, when is Disneyland shutting down? Like, like, because they see it, yeah, it's a sandbox. Like, the sandbox that has infinite amount of toys, and they get to make the toys.
As you can see, Battle Royale isn't going anywhere. As a matter of fact, during the State of Unreal Engine's 2023 live stream, it was mentioned that Battle Royale still makes up 60% of the current player base. That is huge. This also means that the other 40%, the thing that boggles my mind is that 40% of the player base was already taking advantage of creative, the original creative. So that's definitely something to take into consideration as to why Epic is going with this new player ecosystem, or this new creator economy, and how it's going to impact everyone playing the game, not just the creator. I also want to talk about the 500 million accounts that Fortnite. So Fortnite unveiled that they have over 500 million activated Epic Games, which is absolutely insane for Fortnite. This statistic just proves that Fortnite is far from dead. Overall, the future of Fortnite is looking so bright, and it's going to be fascinating what games and what genres come to Fortnite and the new ones that will be. Alright, so this is where I'm just going to kind of like dive in, ramble a little bit, talk about Creative 2.0 and what I really truly think about it. Guys, I'm going to be honest, I truly think that UEFN is the future of gaming as a whole, not just Fortnite. I watched the entire live stream. I also left the live stream for the State of Unreal Editor 2023. I left a link to that in the description, so definitely go check it out if you haven't watched the Fortnite segment. And really, if you have time, check out the other segments too, because it shows off some of the insane technology. There's this one technology they show off with facial like recognition, and how you'll be able to record your face on an iPhone and then instantly transport that or import that into a game, and then you can use your face on characters and facial expressions. That's insane. Just the fact that these creators are going to be able to make pretty much whatever they want and bring their vision to life is just going to spice up Fortnite so much. It's going to introduce so many new genres into the game, which is something that doesn't get talked about enough. Like, we could have a whole open world MMO in Fortnite. It can run just as good, or if not better, than old games like Elder Scrolls Online or RuneScape. That's really fascinating, and it's also very exciting. Now, I don't want to ramble too much. I honestly just want to say how excited I am. I wish I could make a team of people who knew how to make these maps. I may have to learn myself how to make one of these maps on UEFN, or just train myself how to use the program altogether, because it truly is insane and it's very fascinating. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. It's the future of gaming as a whole. As always, thank you all so much for watching this jam-packed video I cooked up for you all. Like I said previously, I cannot wait to see what the future holds for Fortnite and what creators can make using UE. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description to find out even more info on UEFN. And while you're down there, might as well go ahead and hit the like button, and also go ahead and sub and turn that noti bell on so you never miss more videos like this. Without further ado, I love you all very, very much, and I'll speak with you again in the next video. Peace out.